Hello, welcome back. Last time I came to the Ruined Atoll and did a little bit of adventuring, but more importantly, made some major progress into cracking the writing system here. Who's ready to hear a whole lot more talk about that? Because that's what this is going to be. I might do some adventuring today. We'll see. So my state of the art at last episode was that I recognized a few short words like to and you and in. Basically a bunch of two-letter things. And my theory was, oh boy, where will I find what I want to see? Okay, I see one there. Here's a 2 right before the K in checkpoint. So since I had that like rhombus with a line on the left and that sort of U shape at the bottom, made the word to. And I also found something that said U. Where's that screen diagram? Is this it? No. Here. I also had a word that I was pretty sure was U. So instead of full rhombus, there's that vertical line instead of the bottom right in the thing. Hey, check it out. I have there we go. I have this. So yeah, this was 2. All right, I can draw straight lines like that. And this this, I think, was U. So, this turned out to be sort of a kind of misdirection because, like, I kept trying to find patterns where I could treat the top and the bottom as separate units here. But then that led to... that didn't really lead anywhere at all. So I was looking at a real interesting word on page 12 here. Yeah, so left bumper is the button that I press to open my inventory, and it just so happens that that word right there is inventory. Now, how did this... So basically, like, I spent like 5 hours right after I recorded last episode and figured all this out. And, well, yeah, we'll get into that. So anyway, process was, I saw the word inventory here, and the letter N, N was a really good one because it shows up in lots of places, and it's very distinctive. This led me to a realization. So yeah, left side of that looks like... looks like this. Wait, hold on. Yeah, that's right. With a circle. So that's in, and I had seen in elsewhere. Wait, why did this help me? That's just in. Right, but it also has top part of... Yeah, so the second to last character there is looks a lot like 2, but it's, well, I'd reveal stuff if I said what it actually is, which I will. There's this is a process. Right, so it's this line, and this line. Okay, so yeah, this is the second last character in inventory. This is the first, well, I'm calling it character, horizontal unit. In, some stuff. To, some stuff. So I, that helped me break down, like, what units were, in the... Yeah, okay, so this is why this word was key. Look at the center character. That's an N on its own. So right, I knew the left part was in, I knew the second from rightmost part was to or something like that. So that gave me E in the final horizontal unit there, and left ven for the what's between in and to. So clearly you can see this character. I wish I could toggle this faster. There might be a way I can do that, but it involves fiddling with settings, and it might not work, so I'm not going to mess with it now. Just going to deal with the black screen for a bit. So that character there looked like this. So N by itself, N in. This was what finally, and like there's one other thing that was key to this realization. Just paging through, I want to find... Yeah, okay, so somehow I was just looking through text, and from context, I figured out that first small text there says, oh no. Let me draw that out, that'll take a bit. Alright, here we go. So this is oh no. So yeah, here's that N character again, clearly isolated, with one vowel combination with a different vowel combination. So this was like looking at inventory and oh no were the two things that made me realize I need to consider all 14 bits of this of each horizontal unit together for making the entire phoneme rather than trying to read this as separate top and bottom unit. So that was what finally opened the floodgates to actually understanding. Basically, I had my foot in the door here with the N character. This was basically full confirmation that that is what that consonant looks like, and it involves a unit both on top and the bottom. And the diff between this, and also just an isolated example, gives me very clearly O. So I have O, I have N, I have no, and like these three together are just a really great example of how to get started. So, I wrote down N, with an N character next to it. This got an O. It's phonetic, so sometimes they're diphthongs. This one is. And, this is a no. This is an actual word put together. So then, based on this, I just sort of applied that process to a whole bunch of stuff that I thought I knew what it said. Like, for example, I have the word the. There it is, in the middle there, those two up arrows. I knew that was two sounds, so one must be vowel, one must be consonant. So yeah, just kind of looked through things that I thought I knew what they said or did know what they said, and picked apart characters until I had a full map of... Oh, I didn't scan this one to put it on screen. Well, okay. I won't actually be able to put up a full map of the characters. Oh, that won't do. Okay, I'm gonna go make a scan and I'll be right back. Alright, here we go, scan made. So if you have any interest in cracking this script yourself, you've probably bailed out long ago, but last chance before I show a full chart. So here's a full chart. This is what I was able to make for all of the sounds that can be made in the script. I think there was one sound that I was... Okay, so I have one mystery marking here. I wrote this down at one point and had it also assigned to one of these sounds. This might not be anything, this might just be like a transcription error. But anyway, yeah, so there are, 14 vowel sounds, 28 consonant sounds or something? What's the count here so I don't have to count? 18 vowels, 24 consonants, right. So English has a lot more sounds than it has letters. There's a bunch of diphthongs represented here. And, also more consonants than, I realized at some point I did a comparison between the consonants I was writing down and the vowels I was writing down. So the outer edge, O, uses the most of the units around the outside. So these 6 bits here, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one, make the O sound. And then the inner 7 bits were reserved for consonants. So ng has the most, all the bits active. So if you activate all the bits, the sound you make is ong. Anyway, so this is the chart that I eventually came up with just by mapping out what must be what. At some point I realized there was some ambiguity. This chart is cleaned up based on compared to the one that I was using. But anyway, I had a few things written down in the vowel section with rings on them. I had the word for in here. That involved a ring. Then at some point I noticed I wasn't writing down a lot of rings on the bottom. I realized that there was some ambiguity because in... Why is it in and not ne? What's the what determines the order? Oh, look at this little thing. Maybe that's a vowel order mark. And I was able to confirm with pattern recognition. So back here in the game, when the thing catches up, page 21 is about this. Yeah, so right here, I understand, some of these scribblings here. So arrow pointing to the ring, then arrow pointing to top and bottom, sort of like swaps the order around. Yeah, that top one is a consonant, that bottom one is a vowel. So yeah, that determines the order. So without the ring, it's consonant first. With the ring, it's vowel first. By the way, this text here, which mysteriously doesn't have a center line, I don't know what that means yet, if it means anything. That says, I'm stuck. It reads the same without a center line. It's just a little harder to center myself for, like, what's what. Anyway, I think I'm done with paint program stuff, right? Yeah, so one of the first sentences, full sentences I managed to read was on this page. This one up here says, where's my text? I had it. I was looking at it a second ago. Now I lost it. There it is. Stumped? Here are some clues for you. Try to help your friends if you can. And then the rest of this. I've translated a lot of the text. I don't have a full manual translation. This is a slow, laborious process. Honestly, it was a lot more fun to crack the code of how the thing is written than it is to actually use it to translate text. But I've at least finished the first 2 pages. Let's do those 2. Yeah, this one. This is a lot of text, and it's very kind of weirdly written. You'll see when we get to it. So in this text, the 3 little bits here are, this says cards. So we have the official name for the charms here, page 20. These are cards. This one here says... See, it's almost short enough I could just do it, but I'm looking at my notes, and it's... Yeah, this is like slower than actually just retranslating it. I have it written down here. Where the heck is it? Oh, it's not in front of me. That's why I can't see it. Sorry, I have so many notes about this now. Praying. That's what that word is. Yeah, so I had that term right for this action. Right, page 23. I don't have that one yet, but I have 24, and I can tell what 23 is about. So yeah, hold A to pray. And then this one, the name for the spirit world that I've been curious about for so long. Turns out the name of that is The Far Shore. And those just happen to be sounds you can make with... yeah, so... Right, I did have one more thing to say about this chart here. A lot of these sounds end with an R sound, so I think this is actually rhoticism agnostic, since or, ear, air, those are all separated out. You can pronounce them either way, and I think this all works. I also... that did not switch the way I wanted it to. I also wonder, does this game have other localizations? I can change language. Let's go to, like, French or something. Or German, some language that I have some chance of partially understanding. Here, Sprache, good. Zurück zum Spiel. Okay. It's still written in English. Got it. Because it's phonetic, you could totally actually translate that text, but that would have been a, that would have been quite a process. Okay, so big English advantage to playing this game. You have to know English to understand what the phonemes are referring to. Huh. Oh, this is funny! That's in German! Oh. Whoa. Yeah, okay, so good luck doing this if English is not the language you speak. Even knowing English as well as I do, I had some trouble with some of this, just because, like, reading phonetic script is a little different from... okay, so let's go back to... There's that button. Options, English. Huh. Yeah, both Canadian French and French. How about that? Okay, so lots of translations. It's a shame they didn't do the script, though. Oh, fun little tidbit. That little text up there says, nap time. So that's what it says in the pause menu. It's kind of cute. Anyway, so the one other thing here... Oh no, so many notes. Hold on. I think I'm almost at the end of these. Alright, so I translated this page. We know the name of the thing. That's The Far Shore. Alright, let's read this. The story of the game, a long, long time ago. Got a piece of paper somewhere that says that. Oh, that's why this wasn't in front of me, it's here. Okay, yeah, so page 3, I think. Page 3. Okay, let's read a story. There lived a civilization of great power. They built a city, and within that they built a palace. They held sacred the secrets of the Holy Cross and understood the plainer nature of reality. They ventured to the far shore and sought power from the spaces between. So there's that diagram. And then this diagram. This part says, as is usual, an alluring old power was discovered. Fossils of self, annealed visions of the future, entombed and cast into sarcophagi and buried. A lever in the canonical plane, a store of potential. Perhaps it is the fabled prize, the power to defy death. So, like, even in English, this is kind of a tricky paragraph. I had to make a few visits to the dictionary during this process. Also, some funny little oddities here. I don't have a pointer, so I can't point at specific parts of this. I wish I could. I guess I could, like, draw them out in the paint program. Okay, which thing am I talking about? So, pronunciation oddities get encoded into this text because it's phonetic. So, I would naturally say sarcophagi, plural of sarcophagus. This text writes it as sarcophagi. The dictionary I looked the word up in pronounces it as sarcophagi. So none of the three of us quite agree. Also, they pronounce lever as lever. I assume it's lever, what I would say as lever, and not like someone who leaves. That's also a possibility. And another, I think I found a typo in here. Second last word before it changes to English is fabled. There's an extra H in there. It says fabled. That's how it's pronounced. The fabled power to the fabled prize, the power to defy death. Anyway, oh right, and it mentioned canonical plane in there. I didn't translate much of the rest of this, but here on page 6, these two bits of text. This says the canonical plane. This says the far shore. So it's like the canonical plane is the name for non-spiritual reality, like where I am right now. Name of this fox is Ruin Seeker, by the way. And the name of the spirit fox I saw in there is the Heir. I assume that's H-E-I-R. Yeah, so Ruin Seeker, you. I'm not going to actually be able to point at text where it says the heir's name. It was on a sign. It's present when I slept. When I put an item into the fire to upgrade my stats, the text that comes up, if I had enough money, would be... let me get the exact string here so I get it right. It's somewhere... Starts with risk. Oh, where are you? The text is, risk an offering to the heir. At first I thought the last word was going to be fire, but no, it's definitely air, and I think it's not like the air we breathe. I think the Heir is the name of the one in the statue there. Is that the same character I see in the Far Shore? Probably. So anyway, yeah, this was a super fun thing to crack. I think it would be relevant, even though I haven't translated the in-between parts. Oh, heir to the heir. Oh, well, okay, here that is in English. Okay, well, confirming, that's how you spell it. Am I the heir to the heir? Well, I look forward to translating this and finding out. So, there's one page that I think is very relevant to what we're doing right now. Which one is it? 33? 33, the Ruined Atoll. Alright, oh boy, there is just like an endless amount of stuff I could talk about here. But I'm gonna translate this text. Transliterate, yeah, it's sort of a translation. I have to figure out from phonetics. Okay, let's do one word live, the very first one, just so you can see how fast the process is. So in real time, getting my diagram here. Alright, so to parse that, I immediately recognize the N character. The ring means the vowel is first. The little hat on top means that is So un is the first sound. second character. The center of that involves, like, upward chevron on the bottom, then just a line on the top. So yeah, just knowing how to break that down, knowing vowels are on the outside, consonants on the inside. Upward chevron on the bottom, line on top is D sound. And then the vowel, so vertical line on the top left, vertical line on the bottom left, then downward chevron. So sort of a, that much of a border is... Oh, and also there's one in the top right. That's an sound. So the first word is under. Second word is the. I just know that one. Okay, and gonna go through that process and get this full text so we know what this says. Alright, about 20 minutes later. Spent about 15 minutes translating this text, and then another 5 transferring it from my text file to paper so I can read it more comfortably. Under the library here, yeah, so that's this part. Under the library is the skeleton of a great abbey that served as its annex. Once some others made this their home and built on the ruins. Only flora and fauna live here now, but the frogs may be on patrol. And this says, summoning the library path means venerating to the 4 corners, so take a knee. Another little trip to the dictionary for the word venerating. I forget what exactly I read about it, but it made sense in context. So I guess that's the library up there. Right, and when I come into this zone, it says Ruined Atoll... Was it Library Path? Library Annex? Okay, I'm trying to pray. I just didn't hold it long enough. Right. Okay, can actually play the game for a little bit now. Oh, there's so much more I could talk about here, but I'm trying to keep it brief. Library Annex, here we go. Ruined Atoll, Library Annex. So this used to... There are all these little bits and pieces of text about this old palace that used to be here. Like, this entire thing used to be part of a palace. Anyway, and yeah, these northwest, northeast, southwest, southeast markers are indeed... they're abbreviated. So it's Norwe, Northeast, Souwe, Southeast. And the center is up. Okay, so that's probably no, sao, we, e. Yeah, that matches the patterns. Yep. Okay. Don't know what the musical notes in Bird are about. So, anyway, I've activated, I've venerated at the northeast corner. The northwest corner has a rope. I'm going to assume that I want to go basically clockwise, and I'll end there, and that'll open the shortcut. That might not be accurate. Alright, adventuring. Let's play a video game. I mean, the translation game's a lot of fun. Oh, that must be a frog. My first, barely look at one. It walked away and now I can't see it anymore. Kravitz. Yeah, so cracking the code, figuring out how to read the text, was a bit more fun than actually going through the motions of reading the text. But that part can be fun too. Like, it's nice to be able to just, like, dig information out of something that was previously inscrutable. There's a fairy there. So those are back. Last time I saw them was in the West Garden. There's some interesting text on that page, but, you know, we'll get to it when we get to it. I want to actually hit things with the sword for a bit. Anyway. Just kind of walking where my feet take me. I have a key, or I used a key on a door... in the, like, northeast? Right, and I found the frog's domain. Do I have a key? Where would I see that? I do have a key. Okay. So if I go up here, can't walk on that. That's a level below. I can get this chest, though. Got a card. Okay. Now, okay, right, so some cards do have explanations in the manual, but the only ones that were explained were ones that I already understood, I think. Is that right? Yeah, right, so this is a page of tips telling about stuff like how to get to the far shore from the shiny golden tiles. So yeah, that icon is on a card I have. I don't have this one. I don't have this one. Scion Peril Ring I figured out. Inverted Ash was obvious. Lucky Cup was obvious enough. Muffling Bell I figured out. And the rest are not documented here, so it's up to me to work out what this new one and some of my old ones do. Okay, so shiny, sparkly, but same on the center. Okay, let's see if I notice a difference. I don't know that I will. Ooh, I see a crabbo. Which is which? I think that's a crabbo, and I've been fighting crabbits. Crabbo has a hard shell, but crabbit has pals. Yeah, so there's a crabbo. Can't go in the water here. I think this was all just a chest detour. Okay. Here's a gate that I could open from the other side if I were there. What it is I probably need to go through the frog's domain to access the rest of this place, but I want to map out the boundaries to make sure that's true. Monolith here. I don't have a name for those yet. If they're named, I have not translated any text that names them so far. I walked across that thing in the water. I didn't go here, I think, but I can get there from another angle. Okay. Sorry, bird. I'll leave you alone. Right, this is where it says up. I don't have a name for that bird. Okay, so hooks and stuff. Maybe I'll find a hookshot here. Wouldn't that be nice? I think it would. I would appreciate that very much. Okay, so frog's domain. Probably where I'm going. This goes around to familiar places. That's the ladder I repaired with telekinesis. I'm not certain I ever went this way. I think I might not have. So there's a ramp here. More crabbits. Chest I don't know how to reach yet. And monolith number 2 that I've already activated. And chests I've opened. Chest I haven't. Right, I have the key for this door now. Oh, you're that's right, Slorm. But you go down in one hit. Ah, right, but then you lower my health. I forgot about that. And by the time I realize, this says use key. Or is it short enough I can just recognize them at a certain point? Oh, that doesn't go the way I imagined it would. It goes a different way. Okay, and I can fall off. Okay, can't see what I'm doing. Can I see any better like this? Yes, quite a bit. Nice. I do have a little bit of camera control, just not much. Alright, I'll take the money. I do still have another upgrade item I can risk an offering to the heir of. Huh? Okay, fragment of... there are places in the manual both where it calls that potion and where it calls it flask. I call it potion, so I'm going to stick with that word because it's one valid word for it. But you could also call it a flask, apparently. Okay, so this is new territory. Hi. One of these days I should figure out the exact rhythm of tapping the attack button instead of just mashing it. You can probably hear my button taps. That day hasn't come yet. Doesn't really punish me for mashing. It's just less precise, I guess. Where am I going? Oh, I could have gone around there that whole time? Apparently. Okay. Couldn't have skipped using the key to open the shortcut, but I could have skipped using the key to not open the shortcut. I see some sequence break potential. Get a key there and use it elsewhere, and not ever actually need it if you can do without the chest, which I think was just... No, that was a flask fragment. So yeah, that'd be a kind of unfortunate thing to pass up. So this gets me here, which is kind of nowhere, but it's kind of going, so that just connects to this. Okay, so found another back path I could have followed. All these just, like, out-of-sight things. So obscure. What if the final item in the game is a camera control button, other than my targets? So I could actually look around. Alright, you have a hard shell, I see that. When you open up your claws, you make yourself vulnerable. I saw that white underbelly. Do I have the peril ring on? I think so. Okay, right, I don't have to wait for the block if my timing is good. I do not have the peril ring on. Right, this one I didn't understand yet. Somebody claims they saw the effect on my video, but I sure couldn't see it. Maybe I'll play with it again someday. Ooh, cracked and leaking purple. Interesting. I'm gonna heal. I'm gonna not stand in this explosion. You are? Well. Oh, Whoa, those sounds. Wow. Oh, what did I find? A chest? A ladder. Okay. That leads to a chest. Oh, don't step there. Okay, so that same stuff has the effect of... Okay, so at the quarry, they're mining the purple energy out of the ground. Oh, there's some text about this, sort of. Sort of. That's a... Oh, right, a friendly bird who loves to eat slorm. So that's a half-eaten, like, gross, gory slorm there in the ground. So I guess that is a husher, then. Whoa, what happened to you? You bumped into, like, a bomb jar in the ground, I think? Right, I fought one of you before, and you were kind of obnoxious and dodgy. Here, have that. That worked. Okay, so, magic refill, nice. Health refill, nice. Chest, other chest. Oh, there's so many around. Okay, can I get to you this way? No. This way? No. I need to be up on the bricks, and that is something that I should be able to do. Just step up. Just step up. There we go. A little baby slurm. Do you explode? Whoa, yes you do. I got away in time. Alright. So yeah, this is like, feels like a different game now that I can actually read. I feel like, I wonder, if in some sense, the way all of this is set up is supposed to kinda, like, mimic the experience of, say, like, you know, you're a young person who's into certain types of games, and you discover this thing called emulators, you can go on the internet, and download ROMs that might be in Japanese of games that you've never played that are part of game series you've seen, and you're so curious, you load them up despite not being able to read the language, and just kind of poke around and have a weird time because you don't understand anything. I had that experience, and this is kind of similar to it in some ways. But it's a lot quicker to learn this script than to learn actual Japanese. Hey, bird. Am I in the... Oh, hey, fairies. Okay, don't hurt my bird friend. Oh, I got... Did I lock onto the bird or something? Okay, fairy. No, lock to the fairy. I'm not here to hurt you. You're fine. Don't worry. Okay, I think I'm in the southwest? Yes. Alright, so I'm going for number 3. Number 1 was in the northwest, and that was hard to get to. I think number 1's the last one I'm going to visit. Or maybe number 3 is. Wait, hang on, this is number which? Number 3, and maybe number 4 is. Because I did not see how to get to 1. Alright, let's leave this poor bird alone. Having such a bad time. Ooh, there's a big purple energy leak there. Don't get close to that thing. Okay, try not to get too close to that thing. The bird loves it. Bird's feeding on it. I see. I gotta be very direct with my block to actually not get nailed by that. Hey bird, come here. Ah, I missed. You were higher up than I thought. And I didn't bother trying to block there. Oops, I was late, but you didn't hit me. Oh no, don't stand there! I think I wasn't close enough to actually get the effect of that. There we go. Like, I see the screen effect before it starts actually draining me, right? I'm fine here. Oh no, I'm draining. It's just proportional to distance. So I was draining slowly. What was that? Was that a crabbo? I couldn't tell. Hey, Envoy, alright, I know how to deal with you. Does this actually go through your shield? It does, okay. Then I just have to get around somehow. That sort of did it. What is my sword hitting? Okay, well the shield went away somehow. I don't know how. Here, you know what? I have items that I haven't been using. Why don't you... Oh, that says 9 there. Okay, 8 plus 1 here. 9 in the actual equipped thingy. Have another one. Oh, that woke somebody up. It's a very loud firecracker. Doesn't know how to get to me, though. That's a frog. Okay. Ooh, I got a, like... wine flute. What do you call those things? Goblet. Something. Card. I have not noticed a difference with this. I don't know what this means. So what about the drink card? These things make me think of coasters, so that especially is a drink coaster. Drink. What do I drink? I drink this. Did that refill more than normal? I guess there would be ways I could test that. I need a save point and a way to take damage to do that, though. Certainly plausible. Before I accidentally waste one of these bombs, I'm going to switch back to the ice wand. What's this? A flower? Growing in the stone? I guess there's just like a little crack with some dirt in it. Flowers do that sometimes. Hey, Froggy. Alright, let's see what it's like to fight it. Oh, I got eaten! What? Sort of. Oh, geez, I'm in a bad spot here. You pulled me up to the danger zone. So I'm just gonna kind of flail my way out of it. Do I have strawberries? Yes. Oops. There we go. Okay. That's better. I'll save my other one. This item. Right. Okay, so, would be fitting that they would guard a hookshot item, since you basically used one on me with your tongue. Yeah, you did it again. Okay. Alright, I just avoided death there. Am I wearing the Cyan Peril ring? I am. Good. That's definitely saved me here, because I would have been dead without that. I've taken so much damage. I'm gonna eat my other strawberry unless I'm, like, real close to safety. I might be. Like, I might be able to just lower the rope from here. Yeah, I think I can. Nice. Okay. I'm not even gonna venerate this corner. Gonna do this right now. I should venerate the corner. It's probably safe enough to do that. Pray. Alright, one more to go. Way in the southeast. And also the frog's domain to explore. So what's this? These telescopes always just show me the center. Not sure what I'm supposed to be looking at there. I guess the power line is powered up now, so okay, that's probably what it is. Okay, great. Let's save. Oh, look at that little island. I don't think there's anything on it. I don't see a chest or anything, just some land sticking out of the ground. Okay, cool. I went on a little adventure, I barely survived, but this place is a little closer to done now. Alright, I'll see you next time to do some real adventuring.